we're seeing up front by this offensive line playing on the road. They knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They are gashing this defense.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska, once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. Let's go out and make a statement today.
They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. At the 20, he's got space. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Now the crowd responding in the red zone, trying to help this defense. The give to the lone running back. Here it is, trying to bash it forward. He got a couple. It's down at the 11. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Longhorns!
How about that way to start a game? They didn't even attempt to throw. They just ran it meticulously down the field, and that guy caps off a beautiful start to this game with a touchdown.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They marched 78 yards down the field, and they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. The offense set for a first down play. Leaves it with the back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the run. He's out past the 35. Hit the afterburners, kid. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
This defense really needs to be careful, and they have to play with great eye discipline, understanding where the football is at all times. Moving forward, they have got to know if this guy has the ball because he is dangerous in space.
Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
And a big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
Second down now after the sack. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Pocket starts to collapse. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
This is a third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
And how about this defense? Your offense goes right down the field, scores on the first drive, and now you come out, get a big sack on third down, and force a punt. You talk about creating momentum early and shutting the home crowd up. Mission accomplished.
Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays. Everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Leaves it with the back. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. And the Longhorns will hustle to the line. Bully ball on third and short. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Off he goes. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Texas! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Number 85. In the end zone.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it's finished off with that thrilling 56-yarder for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Case. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. On first down, here comes this offense. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Brings up second down.
Second down coming up.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Texas 14, Oregon 0.
bunch formation for these receivers. He wants to pass it on second down. Got his man quickly. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. You always have to be aware of the running threat from the Oregon quarterbacks, but here getting business done through the air.
No doubt, Reese, because you're worried about his legs, the read game, all the stuff they can do. It opens up the passing attack. And I think when you've seen the Ducks teams throughout history, the ones that have enough balance to keep you off guard, keep you guessing, are the ones that are the best teams.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Finds us back in the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Quarterback will keep it. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Running toward the tape. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
I love this type of play because it looks like a jet sweep. The defense, they're a bit confused pre-snap. They don't know who has the ball, and all of a sudden, that guy with his speed is in the second level of the defense before the defense even knows what happened.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires left. Intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
Here comes the Texas offense. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. I mean, offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
They'll try it over the left side. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Turns it on in midfield. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football, right? And that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Looking for a crease to the left. At the 35, he's loose. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down. The Longhorns look to keep this drive humming. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Give to the running back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. The give to the back. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. The give to the tailback. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. Fires to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Going for 6. He makes a catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these 2 guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these 2 guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Bowman, but I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. Just enough time for one final play in this half. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Pressure is all over him, and he can't get it off. Down he goes, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Got things teed up and just about ready to go here in the second half. He's going to bring it out from deep. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They start this 3rd quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like, this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
A strike downfield. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that name? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws. This guy here reminds me a little bit of them.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
The Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10.
29 Philly, 2-9 Philly.
On the option. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Movement here from the tight end. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. They're working that left side. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And the Ducks get it past the sticks. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. The run from the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going, and I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Got room at the 35. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense. In their running game, that time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
Breaks the tackle. Relying on that running game as they threaten to pick up a 4 down to the 13. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Headed to the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
And now a big third down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
Yankee blue.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Gets it out quickly. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ballgame and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Fair catch, called for and made. Sending the offense back onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. To the ground with the back. At the 35, he's open. All kinds of running room. Sprinting all the way, he'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. First down here for the offense. They're testing the right side here. Still on his feet at the 45. He's run out of bounds, but a